Hello and happy Manga Monday! If you missed it or you didn't know about it, I posted my first anime Weeb Wednesday this past Wednesday, ranking all the anime that I watched in 2024. I remember why I don't do more anime type things, because all the copyrights, so I'm sorry about that. I want to include clips and songs that I really loved, but yeah, so I am considering maybe doing a membership or Patreon where I could do the like uncensored versions and like include clips of things that YouTube blocks on my ass and pisses me off. But for now, I am excited to share that with you. I hope you enjoyed. And for today, we are talking all about my top 5 favorite BL standalones. I touched on some of the worst reads already a couple weeks back, and there were a few BL standalones in that, and I realized I never really gave you my favorites, my top ones that I recommend everyone maybe want to check out if you want some more BL spice in your life. Don't forget to subscribe. All you gotta do is push that little button and like the video if you like the video, and comment below what was your favorite BL or especially BL standalone that you read this past year. I love me a good BL standalone. So without further ado, these are in no particular order, but I am going to do the one I've talked about most recently first, and that is How to Repair a Broken Cup. It's so cute. I talked about this in my comfort manga video, just suggesting a whole bunch of comfort manga for us, you know, and if you still want some good comfort BL, I definitely suggest this one. It was so cute. Definitely has some spice. It's got explicit content in here, so just, you know, be aware of that. But I think they do a really good job of balancing the spice with the sweet and emotional moments between these two boys. This one follows two guys who have been in a relationship for 10 years now. So it's an established relationship, but there's still a few hang-ups. There's still a few misunderstandings and worries plaguing their relationship even now. And even though they obviously have strong feelings of love and admiration for their partner and are comfortable in this relationship, there are these like issues. And to help them through these issues, it just so happens after one of the couples ends up breaking a mug that was a pair mug that they made together and was like a symbol of their relationship, he wakes up back 10 years in time, while the 10-year past counterpart of his ends up replacing him in the present with his partner as is in the present, and just switching. I mean, these are the same people, but 10 years apart, and 10 years can make a lot of difference, and they really get to the root of some of their concerns and issues in their relationship because of this little time switcheroo nonsense. And I just thought it was really cute. I thought it really gave a unique spin on a BL with just that little twist of warping time, and I really loved this one. I highly recommend it, and just seeing them reignite the passion in their relationship and overcome their own stumbling blocks and hurdles to move even more forward with their partners is just so wholesome. Yes, just a little lovely one shot. So yeah, we follow that up with a more tumultuous, angsty one shot, I suppose, and that is Spread Your Wings and Fly. So I got this one at the Anime NYC convention, so I got a little early, and I just really enjoyed the heck out of it. It was equal parts dramatic and angsty and kind of like, what the fuck is going on here? But also really sweet and really like a beautiful message beyond the romance of pursuing your dreams and following your dreams. And I always love a good pursue your dreams message in my manga, I'm not gonna lie. So probably a point for this standalone, but this takes place in university, where one student who's devoted to researching into his childhood dream of flight and working to make advances in that field, and has just coincidentally never had a crush on anyone, never been interested in romance before, meets the handsome and smart and talented transfer student Satome, and end up being like across the street neighbors, and our dreamer ends up peeking through that apartment window and discovering his quote-unquote perfect classmate is hiding some secrets of his own, and they just they grow closer. At first I was thinking kind of red flags and that was a bit on the questionable side of Satome here's dedication towards Chikara. It's so sweet and wholesome at its center that I'm going to just say, you gotta trust me on this one. It's so sweet that that little bit is just a stumbling block. just a little, it's a yellow flag, if you will. And he's really a great guy. Trust me. I like that it's got this duality of dealing with like those dark feelings and dark darker impulses. I don't think I'm saying that right, but that's mixed together with the hope of being accepted for who you are, and just like being able to connect with someone, and that like fills you in and completes you, makes you whole vibes. I love those vibes. So yeah, these two were just really sweet at the end. But like I said, there are it's not 100% wholesome, let's just say that. But yeah, I still really love it, and if you take a chance on it, I hope you love it too. Next up is another Kuma release. That one, the last one I just reviewed, and this one I previously, like, no shade to Kuma, it's been pretty hit or miss for me, and a lot more that I've just been like, I enjoyed it, it was okay, then really loved it. But this year they put out some ones that, for me anyway, were just really good. And my second from them was Tano and Kumazaki-kun. This is just a first love, young love, boys in high school, delinquent and student body prez type situation. Smutty and steamy and adorable little relationship. Like, the steam, the spice content in this one, it is off the charts. Like, there's a lot of spice to be had, okay? So just know that going into it. But I love the exploration of their relationship. It starts off with them in the midst of their relationship, and then we get a flashback, and it really delves into how they began this relationship, and meeting and growing closer and all that jazz. And it's so cute. Like, as I was reading it, I literally had to keep stopping and squealing and being like, oh my god, they're so cute. Like, that's a reenactment. That's what I did. Like, that's embarrassing. But yeah, I don't know what it was. Like, there's nothing really groundbreaking or new, especially in the plot of this. Like, the pairing is very much, but it's tried and true. It's a great one, in my personal opinion. I love the delinquent and student body prez pairing, the opposites attract kind of, but they're both really sweet guys, and they really care about each other. And that's at the core of my BL, is what I really love to see. I mean, this much nice too, but like, I do really want a very sweet relationship in the end, and they really embody that. Like, oh my god, the like delinquent is obviously not that delinquent. He's very blushy and adorable and soft. And the student body press is a little pushy and a little, you know, take charge, kind of pushes for situations, but yet respects his partner and is, you know, afraid of losing him and doesn't want to push too hard, but he's like the little more naughty boy, you know, in reality, which I just, yeah, it's just good. We have like all the things that is cliched and kind of like already done before in BL. We even have like a third party like love interest pop up and create this weird tension and love triangle, but yet it's played off so funny and so just wholesome that it just adds a level to it that I don't even mind that. Like usually I feel like an extra love interest or something is shoehorned in, but I love how this couple handles it so beautifully and adorably and awkwardly and hilariously. And I think that's the cherry on top for me, is the comedy throughout it. It's just so charming and funny and made me giggle out loud. And yeah, they're just cute and funny and wholesome and smutty, and I love it. Everything I want, it rolled into one. Okay, moving on. I want to talk about another one that I definitely mentioned briefly in a video I did a while ago though, and that is All You Want Whenever You Want. I mean, by the cover you can already tell spice is spicing. So this one was one of the reads I read in my 24-hour binge-a-thon. Oh my god, that killed me. If you guys want another one of that, let me know for this February. I'd be down to kill myself again for you all. But yeah, it was one of the highlights, one of my favorite BLs that I read, that I discovered during this challenge. And yeah, it's got the workplace romance, so it's older adults, which I love, and it's a shared living situation because they live in a dormitory. Like it's got all the silly little tropes, and of course we got the spice. This one is about a workaholic who is very much overworking himself and putting work first so he doesn't have to deal with heartbreak and romance, and he's been hurt before, he doesn't want to deal with that again. But then the new colleague moves into the dormitory and all hell breaks loose because this young man might just be his type and attraction sparks between them. So yeah, again, like if you like older adult BL, like working adults in your BL, which I really enjoy, and you want that spice, giving the spice, but also like that, again, kind of tropes we see in the Spread Your Wings and Fly one, where they're kind of overcoming the hurt and the tragic backstory, you know, of heartache for our one character here, and that love and connection and somebody that understands him and appreciates him really heals him, and they, like, you know, grow closer. Like, it's just, yeah, if you want something like that but with adults and workplace romance, then this one's just so good. And that leads me to my last BL recommendation, the thinnest of the bunch, and one that I went in literally going, I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be shit. I was wrong. I misjudged it because of how thin it was. I was like, this can't possibly give me a really good story. And somehow it does. So just know, BL, it can be done. The thinner the BL is, does not impact how good the story can be. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, my final favorite BL standalone was It's Still Too Early to Be Love. So this one, if you couldn't tell by the cover, has a lot of angst and enemies to lovers vibes. In the beginning, our one character here, Katagiri, is the more harsh and intense and antagonistic, and really Kano just is interested and intrigued and innocently, after seeing the quiet and meek Katagiri actually get angry, unassuming nerd's real self emerges, and he witnesses this, he becomes interested and obviously infatuated a bit, but you know, all that to say he's curious about the guy, so he starts wanting to get to know him and get closer, but Katagiri doesn't want anything to do with him. So there isn't really enemies, it's just more Katagiri on the defense and ready to beat the crap out of Kano if he does anything shady. But Kano's just a puppy dog. He's just like, yeah, I'm interested. I'm just like, you know, never really thought about anything too seriously until he starts thinking about him, and I can't stop thinking about him. And I'm going 3 for 3 in the troubled past backstory of one character, and the friendship and then burgeoning romance helps to heal and overcome those said traumas of his past. You could probably guess that that's a trope or a aspect of my reads that I really enjoy. I mean, can you blame me? That was a good one. It just feels so like, oh, you know, it heals a part of me when I read such a sweet premise like that. And yeah, I love that vibe, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, again, we have a high school centric first love, first crush romance situation playing out in this one. But yeah, I literally was so surprised with this. Look at how thin this is. Like, it's as thin as my goddamn finger. I didn't expect it to give me an emotional gut punch and make me actually care about these two. And it covers some side characters, friends of Kano here. And although they don't get a ton of time to shine, I didn't feel like their inclusion made the story weaker or the romance weaker. They were likable side characters that added to the story, surprisingly. It was shocking to see. I just can't get over how much I like this one and how surprisingly thin it was. And this one is a Manga Planet Futekiya publication. Just throwing it out there. They've been doing some random BLs and I've been trying to get them, but yeah, I'm looking forward to a few new ones that I saw are coming out soon or have come out recently. So yeah, they just seem to be picking some good one-shots to publish, so I'm excited for more of those. So yeah, those were my top 5 favorite BL standalones. I think there was a pretty good mix between adult centric romances and young love, high school age boys, or in the case of this one, college age boys, but the younger demographic of love stories. And I was pleasantly surprised how much these 5 really connected with me, brought me joy, and I really loved the sweet and the spicy of all of these. They were a really good batch, and I'm really excited for more one-shots to be published in this new year to read and explore and hopefully find some more favorites. So yeah, that was my video. Short, sweet, and spicy. Well, the content was not the video itself. But yeah, I hope if you read any of these BLs, you also enjoyed them. But if not, I'm curious to hear why in the comments below. And of course, like I mentioned, I'd love to hear any one-shot BLs that you read, or any BL in general really, that you absolutely fell in love with this past year. Always on the lookout for more BL. Even though my shelves are so full, they really can't handle it, but I just can't stop. They keep printing it and I keep buying it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, bye!